What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ricky Bobby Show. I was just popping in. I ain't made a video in a day or two, but hell, I'm down here in my good old hometown, Denton, Texas, getting ready to head on back on up to New York City. Come on. But the reason I'm making this video, I mean, I've been sharing my experiences out here. Well, I'm gonna share one experience with you out here on this road. Most of these cats don't know now. If you're thinking about getting out here on this road, you need to go on and get you a CB. You got to have the CB. It's a lot of things that go on with the CB, but a lot of these cookie cutting drivers out here that don't have the experience, you know, they go to school, they get the book, you know what I mean, and they shoot them on, ship them out, you know. But in the old schools, you ask the old schools. I mean, hell, I've been running trucks for 12 years now, okay, and I've always had a CB near or around me, okay. So, but for you new cats out here, you got to have them. A lot of people don't use them. They don't even know anything about them. You know, that right there could be a life changer. That could be life and death in an instant, okay. You running down the road, say you're running east, somebody running west, they say, hey man, you got you got a state trooper down there about 7 miles, you know, mile marker 28, whatever, you know. That lets you know, okay, I can ease out of it. You know what I'm saying? I can back out of it. A lot of times there's a lot of accidents, you know what I'm saying? Because people they don't have their CB. They're more focused on their cell phones, running these trucks down the road. The next thing you know, you got a pile up, and they don't know because they ain't got the CB on there. You know what I mean? So if you're getting out on the road, get you a CB. It's very important. You know, I mean, hell, even when it's common courtesy when you're passing somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey, man, I'm coming around you, you know what I mean? Or, hey, you looking good, you know? Or, hell, something could be going on in the back of your trailer you don't even know. Your mind's focused up here in the front, and you're running down the road. You could have a flat. You could have, you know what I mean? Hell, your trailer could be on fire. As a record driver, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you guys to have the CB out there, man. It's just important, you know? A lot of these young cats, I mean, you really don't know until you know. You know, you've got to go through certain experiences. I mean, I'm fresh to the new over-the-road business, but as far as trucks, I know them inside and out. I mean, all the way down to building truck trailers when I was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm voicing that to you. If you're looking at over-the-road videos like I did, and you're like, man, I'm thinking about getting. First thing you need to do is get you a CB, man. It's got to have one because there's a lot of cats out here. The CB life is not the same as it used to be. I mean, even a lot of these old cats will tell you. I've had conversations with these cats out here. You know, they talking about it. You know, yeah, it's not the same. Nobody has one. You know, I had one driver talking to me about you know, he's like, man, yeah. I told him, I'm fresh back on the road, whatever. And he said, man, look, man, I'm glad you got one. You got a CB. Most of these new cats don't have one. Hey, look, I didn't go to no school, okay? I got a 9th grade education, all right? And I'll be the first one to tell you. But I got a whole life of lessons. A whole life of them from experiences. Ask me how I know. But, you know, running these trucks, it is a blessing. And, you know, it's a blessing. It really is. It's a blessing to be out here running, you know, taking care of America. You know, I mean, hell, running across just with some grapes. You know, you'd be surprised on the things that everyday households that you take for granted, what these guys out here are going through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, just for you to have some grapes in your mouth, or some oranges, or some pudding, or cheesecake, hell, even. I ran cheesecake last week. But what I'm saying is, just giving you a little knowledge. If you're thinking about getting out of get you a CB, it's very, very, very important. But don't look. Hey, let me disclaim this. I mean, there is a lot of negativity, but you can't let too much negativity into your positive world. Okay, so you can't let negativity resonate with you when it comes at you. You know, when somebody comes at you sideways, or you know, there's a lot of racism out here over the CB or whatever. You just got to get with them, you know, and don't put up with it. Period. You know, if you got to get out and roll around the dirt. Hey man, actions speak louder than words in my book. But that's just some things I got going on and things I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm in good old Denton, Texas down here. got a chance to get on my old stunt bike yesterday. I rode it for a little bit. I'm out of shape. Had me a nice little steak dinner, and I can't complain. You know what I mean? So that was just some things I was thinking about. You know, for guys looking at the videos, and I'm only doing this because I was that guy looking at these videos. I mean, day in, day out for a long time. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do it now. And so, if you're doing that, and you get out here, get you a CB, so you can holler at old Ricky Bobby. Top of the morning to you, drivers. Oh, I got mine turned down. But you gotta have a CB, alright? It's very important. I mean, hell, you might need to move somewhere, and the guys over here, you got a CB, you ain't got a CB, you can't say nothing. It's a pet peeve of mine. It really is. It's like, man, you gotta speak up and say something. Another thing, in life in general, when we're talking about life experiences, things like that, guys, you've got to get focused in your life. I was reflecting on my life this weekend. I really thought about some things, and I was sitting there looking at some things. What are my priorities? Where are my priorities as far as what do I want? How am I going to get them? And where are they going to come from? Okay? I mean, and another thing, you can't be afraid to step into your calling, as meaning, like, if you're good at something, hell, run with it. Get paid for what you know, not what you do. You know? Even though you may be burnt out on it, you may be in a spot where you're like, you know, I don't know, you know. But if you got something established and you're good at it, because like I said, I got a 9th grade education, okay? I've been running trucks for 12 years, and in my mind, I'm fixing to get out of this. I say, you know what, I'm done driving trucks. I did that, done. You know, I've done it. I mean, hell, you ask anybody that knows me, they'll tell you. That's all I've ever known. And it got me down to a point where, oh, shit, I just sit down. I said, the hell with it. You know what? I ain't running no more. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Then you got obstacles, you know, things coming in your life that'll taking, you know, that just set me back. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done with it. I'm going to try something new. Well, you know what? I'm good at driving a truck, period. And I say that pridefully, all right? And humbly at the same time. But I mean, God forbid I get out here and mess up. That would suck, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, you know, it takes a real operator to get out here and operate a piece of equipment. You know, you got to take care of your oil. You got to take care of your antifreeze. You got to take care of all your stuff. Checking your tires. You know what I mean? Checking your airline. Checking your glad hands. I mean, all those things. You know, all your pre-trip. Period. It's very important. I mean, a lot of times we take that for granted, or we just slide right on by it. But, you know, in the motorcycle game, you know, we always say, you know, like, when you get complacent, is when you get hurt. You know, and even out here, every single day, we do it day in and day out, but it's like, you can never get complacent out here behind this wheel, behind this big rig, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no joke. I mean, you got Johnny, Susie, Sally, and, you know, Uncle Earl in that car next to you, you know what I'm saying? You got all these people surrounding you. I'm gonna share something with you, you know. And this, like I said, this video is pertaining to the people that's looking at the videos thinking about getting over the road, because I was that guy. But I was at a safety meeting probably about 5 years ago, and this old boy came in the room, gave us a piece of paper, and he said, all right, there was a truck, you know, it showed a picture of a truck, and then it showed lines, and then one in the front and one at the bottom of the truck, okay? So, on those lines, he said, I want you to find and think about the most closest person to you that you can possibly think. You know, I mean, start from the closest all the way down, you know, so in every little line up here, you know, put such and such, such and such. You know, you put the people that's near and dearest to your heart, okay? And so when you're running, you got these cars surrounding you all around you. You know, you got one in front, one behind you, you got one on the side, you know what I mean? You got a couple in your blind spots. You know, in your mind, you always keep them people, I mean, even though you don't know them, but on those lines, those are the people that you got next to you, always. You know what I mean? So when you're running, and this guy's getting in your face, you know, well, that's your baby, you know, that's your mom, or Yeah, they're doing something stupid. Don't matter. But if you can get that in your mind, when these people get out here and acting crazy and running, you know, everybody's got somewhere to be, and it's hooray for me and F you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it clean, but you know, everybody's got that attitude and that mentality, and it's just like, look, you got to get out here and get your money. You know what I mean? You got to be safe about it. You're a commercial driver. When you're a commercial driver, that means you got to be above and beyond everybody out here on this road. Meaning, like, you know, if they got to get, you know, everybody knows that you're going to try to dart in front of an 18-wheeler, okay? So just give yourself some space and be patient enough to let them do whatever the hell they're going to do, but you're supposed to be above and beyond that. You got to rise above that. You can't stoop to their level, because if you do, you're going to kill them. Hell, you know, I mean, somebody trying to get on the on-ramp, you know what they do? They're going to get in front of you and they're going to hit the brakes. And, you know, you got 50,000 pounds, 60,000 pounds loaded down, you know what I'm saying? You rolling 65 miles an hour, you ain't going to stop in the heartbeat. You know what I mean? You're going to rear right into the end of it, you know what I mean? So, just food for thought. I'm just throwing that out there. And, I mean, that's a long video, but I'm just ranting and raving. Hell, I ain't got nothing else better to do. I'm getting loaded, get ready to hit the road. Come on. But I figured I'd give you a little bit of my time, you know what I mean, on just what I got going on. And I told you I'm going to share these experiences with you, you know, and it's kind of rough. I'm getting back out.
Well, there, southbound. Looks like we got a hoopla going on here.
You see what I'm saying? Southbound. They got something going on down there. We're right here in Denton, Texas, and you wouldn't even know if you ain't got a CB. See what I'm saying? So southbound, I guess 35 is what I'm closest to. Looks like they got an accident going on. And that's before.
Accident on northbound side?
See? That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta be informed. That's what this video is about. You gotta have a CB out here, man. If you're gonna be in a big rig, I think it ought to be mandatory. Ricky Bobby swag. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just food for thought, man.
On the southbound side.
Alright, so when I get up out of here, I might have to deal with an accident. But yeah, it's just food for thought, you know. But I'm reflecting on my life and where I've been and where I came from, and I know where I'm not going back to. And I can tell you this: I'm sitting around, looking around. I'm like, man, you know, we got to stay informed and focused on what we want and where we're going to be, and never, ever, ever be afraid to get it. You know, never be afraid to be yourself, be happy, be free, ever, no matter what it is. You know, no matter what they tell you, what they, you know, people are going to do and say anything they want to say. But I'm going to tell you, never, ever, ever be afraid to step out of your comfort zone to be your best version, ever. You know, don't be a people pleaser. I've done it. You know, love people, care about people. Don't be a people pleaser. Because and a good guy I know, he told me, he said, Rick, people ain't gonna do for you if you like you would do for them. You know, it got me thinking. Man, this old boy's right. You know what I mean? This old boy might be just on to something. But I mean, love everybody with the gentleness of your heart. But at the same time, always, always, always take care of your star player. But anywho, it's been real, and I gotta get on to New York. So I'll catch y'all on the other side as soon as they get me unloaded. But in the meantime, you guys to get you a CD for all you new cats.
Well, what is this traffic that you guys are talking about?
Watch this.
Is it letting me in or is it not letting me in?
Gotta have a CD. Appreciate the accident on 35 South. 35 East Side. Alright, well, y'all be easy. Catch me. Ricky Bobby, give me a like, thumbs up if you like it. And subscribe to my page. I mean, I'm just getting started on my videos. And I know this one's a little bit long, it's 15 minutes. So, anywho, I'll see y'all later. Catch you on the flip side. Always keep the rubber side down. Come on. And if you're on two, keep one up. Later, guys.